what they need to mimic a fraction of our power.
As soon as they separate, hit them with everything you've got.
Roger that.
It's right to pity them, Marky, but wrong to value them over your own kind.
$700, no vertical stand like somebody said right here. I guess that's supposed to be the vertical stand right there. First of all, it's a console, right? If you're going to charge $700 for the Pro version, why is not a disc in it? Why is not a disc tray? I know that people are, what I'm looking for, like, people is getting away from the disc version, but if you're going to do a Pro, people that hardcore PlayStation fans would like a disc tray. If that make any sense. So I already seen that as a raid for like $700 for this. You don't even get a disc tray. It's a console. Anybody who buying this is a fanboy. I'm gonna be real. Anybody that's buying this is a fanboy. Anybody that buy the top notch of the console is a fanboy. If they not a fanboy and they just want a console, then you just give them the digital version and that's it. And that's really probably the main reason why people buy a console, is just to play the game. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you are a hardcore gamer and you buy a high-end console, it's really, if it's over, you ask me, if it's over $700, what's this going to be plus tax? If it's over $700, I recommend you just going and switching over to PC. Cause it's not even worth $700. This don't even got a tray. So that alone will give you more reason why you should just switch over to PC. Let me build a PC pieces by pieces and see what I could do with $700. I'm gonna leave the GPU alone because we gotta do research about the GPU. I'm gonna leave the GPU part alone into the lab. I'm gonna get everything you need first, like the motherboard, CPU. I'm gonna get that first. The case, I'm gonna get all that shit first, and then we gonna see how much money we have left over to play with the GPU. I'm gonna go with my favorite website, Micro Center. Brand new parts. If you want brand new parts, they got deals. All right, first thing I'm gonna start off with, we're gonna go straight bundle. AMD, cause it's cheaper. I don't do this. I never used this CPU, but I know about this one. We're gonna add that to the cop. CPU, motherboard. We gotta get the motherboard, AMD motherboard. We always go for the cheapest one. We like I said, we try to get your foot in the door for $700. Cause guess what? Once they make this PlayStation, guess what? 2 years from now, here come PlayStation 6. You gotta think about the whole marketing scheme, my boy. You better off switching to PC, my guy. Because people who build PCs, you want to build your PC that will last you for over 9 years. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, people just keep upgrading their piece, and it just get better anyway, because they upgraded their GPU, or they just upgraded their CPU. You know what I'm saying? Just pieces by pieces. You can't do that with no console. Alright. Benz though, that joint got Wi-Fi. We gotta have a Wi-Fi board just to compete. Add the cop. Next up, RAM. All you need is 16 gigabytes of RAM. It really doesn't even matter. I mean, DDR4 by the way. But it really doesn't matter what brand it is, unless you really want more like performance and stuff. Man, RAM, you be alright, bro. Doesn't matter. Cheapest one, 16 gigabytes, you're fine. Unless you want to add more, SSD, because I wonder how much. Like I said, I'm gonna do 1 terabyte. I gotta put 1 terabyte just to compete. It come with a fan. That CPU come with a fan. The new ones doesn't. And really, case is really preference wise. Let's say if you build one, you be like, I want this case. I mean, but like I said, you want to get your feet in the door, so the cheapest possible. You don't want no ugly shit. I mean, all these joints ugly, but let's say, matter of fact, that's cool right here. We gonna add that one. But you know, motherfucker be wanting RBG lights. I mean, at a time it's cool at a minute, but you kind of like grow out of that for real. We $320. We $320 in. And all we got is CPU, motherboard, RAM, storage, and the case. Now, what we gotta figure out next is the GPU and the power supply. Now, the power supply, the GPU dictate the power supply. So that's why I ain't get the power supply yet. But like I said, I got an idea. I already got an idea. I'm pretty sure. Matter of fact, I should just go ahead and put it in there. I mean, put the bottom, get the power supply now. 650. The 650 power watt. $400. We still got $300 to play with. Can you hear me out? We still got $300 to play with for a GPU. And this is like the fun part of the whole build. Like, I could buy all this right now. Boom, $400. Matter of fact, I don't even gotta do this method. So I'm gonna just buy everything from Michael Center first and show you how cheap this shit is. I ain't gonna say how cheap it is, but you if you think about getting the PlayStation Pro, just get a PC. You really get scammed. I gotta add one more thing. I forgot. I knew I was missing one more thing. We gotta add another SSD for the boot. Matter of fact, you don't even gotta do that. You don't. Now I forgot. You don't even gotta do that to get a PC. Just be mindful that like you should go get 2 different storage. But you could really put 1 storage, but it's like you should really separate your boot from your gaming. You know what I'm saying? You should really do that. But do you gotta do that? No, you don't have to. That's why when you load up a console and you thought you got 1 terabyte, but it's like really 800 or 900 or something, and that's because of issue operation system on that 1 SSD. So technically, we still competing with a console, cause with that fact alone, that's why in PC you should get 2 SSD or two different type of storage, 1 for the boot and 1 for gaming. Unlike video gaming, when you, like I said, you got 1 terabyte, but everything is on that 1 terabyte in the console. You get what I'm saying? So I don't have to add, but you don't have to add another SSD in the PC, and you got 1 large, you know what I'm saying, storage. You should be fine. But it's always recommended to add 2 different storage in your PC. Separate your boot from everything else. So hold on. So I mean, honestly, that's kind of like get the GPU. Matter of fact, like I said, I gotta see what GPU can compete against the PlayStation 5 GPU right now. PlayStation 5 Pro specs. I just want to know the specs. Yeah, I just need a question. Come on, and the Ryzen 5 CPU is better. It's probably on par with that CPU. And on top of that, the GPU, that's the GPU is competing against 66. That's a 66. Add it.
Did something change? The forest feels different.
Everything is different, boy.
see how much it cost? This whole build. This build right here will give you the same performance of what the fuck a PlayStation 5 Pro supposed to do for you. And you can upgrade this build if you want anyway too. You can upgrade it. You don't even gotta get a 66. You could just really go to Facebook Marketplace and get you a used graphics card, a 3060 or better, for $200. You probably can get you a 3070 on Facebook Marketplace for $300 less. And you telling me that I can? I mean, them charging $700. I understand they trying to get their profit. I understand they trying to get their profit though. I understand that. But you gotta make it make sense. You kind of like, you could have shielded you, but you didn't put no defense. Y'all kind of like say fuck it, do it, but y'all ain't put the tray on the P5 Pro. Y'all would just add the tray. Nobody probably would have complained, cause how the fuck you supposed to compete against PC now? Like, there's no point. There's no reason why you shouldn't like cross over now. So moral of the story is, technically it's cheaper to switch over to PC right now for the same performance of a PlayStation 5 Pro. It's like it's a no-brainer now. You see how much it costs. It's literally the same type of performance, probably better, and you can upgrade it and play games way faster. Perform. It's better. There's no reason why you shouldn't switch to PC now. But that's it. That's all I gotta say. But look at that price. You see it? All brand new parts. It's all you need for the PC. That's all you need for a PlayStation 5 Pro as a PC player. And you can upgrade it. And you don't have to pay for online subscriptions. I mean, I do Xbox Game Pass, but that's because I like Game Pass. I take advantage of it. But you know what I'm saying? You don't gotta pay for those shit. No online gaming subscription. You can use it like a regular computer. You do homework. You can do all stuff on it. It's like a no-brainer. Like, why you don't want a PC, I don't know. But if you want to play a console, you want to keep getting scammed by Sony or whatever. I mean, $700 for a console, it's crazy. And you don't even get a tray with it. Like, you ask me, like I said, that right there is a fucking, like, why you ain't add a tray, I don't know. It's just like, that could have shielded y'all from any criticism. That would have saved y'all. They put the disc on it. Now we can play all the old games and shit. I mean, y'all kind of like, why y'all not? It was a no-brainer. You should have added that. The fuck. But $700, man. If you about to buy this, I would you build you a PC or just save an extra $300 more and get you a decent PC. That's all I gotta say, cause this right here is what?